Congratulations, you've learned to diagram a number of types of sentences, from simple sentences to prepositional phrases. Our final sentence diagramming unit deals with compound sentence parts. So here we have a compound sentence. Can you identify which part of this sentence is compound? Perhaps this grid will give you a clue. Notice this grid looks a bit different from our traditional sentence diagramming grid. And that's because we have a compound subject. So if we follow our formula, step 1 is to draw the grid, and we've started that. Step 2 is to place the subject. And in this case, we've got our compound subject, Juan and Linda. Notice where the conjunction goes. The conjunction goes along this dotted line, and I'll use a different color, A, N, D. Anywhere on that dotted line is just fine. So we've taken care of our subject. We're on to our verb. What is the verb in this sentence? If you identified walk, you are correct. Do we have a direct object? Think carefully before you answer that question. Notice this phrase here. This is a prepositional phrase. So the object in this phrase is the object of a preposition, not a direct object. So no direct object, no indirect object. We can move on to modifiers. Do we have any words that describe our subjects or our verb? We do. We have an adverb describing how they walk, and they must be running late, for they are walking quickly. Now we can return to our prepositional phrase here. Where should the prep phrase be diagrammed? Under the subject? Under the verb? If you guessed under the verb, you are correct. Preposition goes here. The object of the preposition goes here. We do have a modifier. Which school did they walk to? Their school. And let's not forget the punctuation at the end, the period. Okay, here is a compound sentence for you to try diagramming. I've given you a bit of help by drawing the diagram for you. You'll notice there is no compound subject. We simply have Gina, simple subject, but look at your verbs. That's where your compound business exists in this sentence. And then you have a prepositional phrase at the end. So give this one a shot, and then check your work. Notice I am placing my compound portion, runs and swims, here, saving my prepositional phrase for the end. It's the next to the last step, isn't it? Making sure I have my period there at the end, and then I check my work, and I'm done.